My name is Adam Reisdorf. My father and I own Mr.Best Wrench Repair and Restoration on Grand Island, New York. Father started a business back in 1984. I've been working for him for 11 years now. Before that, I worked for a shop in Williamsville for 7 years. I've been around cars since I've been 12 years old working for my dad, so it's a passion of mine.
Awesome, Adam. So throughout your years of doing this, you've obviously worked with vehicles that have been crashed before.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How often have you worked with vehicles that have been crashed on track?
This was the second time I've worked with a track accident car.
Okay.
Usually they're a little bit easier to fix than this one, but we've actually one was a car that my brother wrecked on track.
Okay.
So I've fixed a couple things before.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that brings me right into my next question. With this vehicle, and since given your limited history of track repairs, what was the biggest challenge when it came to repairing this Skyline specifically?
Specifically was ease of finding parts. This was, I worked on everything from Model A Fords to Lamborghini Aventadors, and this was, I would say, probably up there with the hardest car to find parts for. You know, being that it was never sold in the U.S., it was a unique challenge, but I think we got everything screwed back together correctly.
Yeah, well, that's great. From completing this project, how would you approach something similar in the future?
I would probably, where this one, I tried to replace only what I knew was bad, where in a future one, I would probably just replace absolutely everything on that suspension. You know, I replace the upper knuckle, the lower control arms, things I could physically see were bent, where there were some things that were bent very minutely that I couldn't see, and only my brand new alignment machine told me that. So in the future, I would probably replace absolutely everything associated with that, you know, corner of suspension.
Rather than picking in between.
Exactly. And part of that was due to the fact that parts were just so hard to find.
Sure.
You know, if it were a Corvette, I would have bought everything. But being a GT-R, suspension pieces don't come from Napa every day. Absolutely.
With the ever-growing presence of these kind of JDM icons, now that, you know, the 25-year rule and more of them are becoming available, do you expect to see more vehicles like this coming through your shop?
I think so. We work on a lot of unique things, so I would, obviously not every week or every day or even every month, but I do anticipate working on more of these in the future. Yeah,
awesome.
And I welcome it. It was a very unique challenge that taught me a lot, and you know, specifically taught me a lot about using eBay and looking for parts.
Sure. Well, Adam, I really can't thank you enough. If you are interested in having your vehicle repaired, whether it's just general maintenance or in this case something as extreme as an accident on track, I can't explain how well Adam has helped me through this entire process. Obviously, no one ever wants to crash a car. No one ever wants to crash a car on track, but that's what happens. That's what happens when you go out and you play with cars and you go out and you go fast on track. So those are the risks you take. But if you are in the Buffalo area, even people sure come as far as Rochester,
Pittsburgh, yeah.
You know, these guys are amazing. Located here on Grand Island, right outside of Buffalo. Adam, I really can't thank you enough.
Thanks, Austin. Appreciate it.
Thanks.